Hello there, how are you doing? Welcome back. Now let's continue this application. So we've got the data already, we can see it in the console. So what we can do is we can begin implementing. So the first thing, we want to target this update div, obviously. But before we begin, first we need to make sure it's empty. Okay. So on each request, it's empty. That means we clean it up and load the new data. Otherwise, it just doesn't work. Okay. Let's create a variable data and where we will store the data. Okay, so what we're going to do is first, same as before, we use the json.stringify data. Okay, and then let's say data equals to again json parse, so that we can use it as an JavaScript object. Okay, so data first we stringify and then we parse it. Okay, now next thing, we have to look through data and output in the screen. Okay, so we can do that. For example, first let's make a variable with the empty string. Okay, variable output, where we're going to put output, its value, initial value will be empty by default. In fact, let's make it output. Okay, so the output will be empty, but as soon as we get this data, we can append that data to this output. Okay, so what I'm going to do is loop through the for each. So the data, the each data, so data query, right? The reason I'm doing this query is, as you can see here, this object that we get, it has this query. Okay, so it's query property, and this query contains the actual result based on the search. As you can see, when you search with JavaScript, you get all this stuff. So always be careful what you're getting in return, right? So in this case, we got the object. This object contains query, and this contains this query contains search, and inside search we have all that stuff. So let's get all these search results. So we do that by using data.query.search. Now each of these search, what I want to do is I want to use this for each loop, for each data, and we use this for each method on objects, as you know. So for each data, what I'm going to do is, in fact, just a second, for each, yeah, for each takes the function parameter, function data. Okay, so what I'm going to do with all this data, the same as we did with this news of the day application. Okay, let's get the title and let's store it, and let's give it h2. In fact, we have to use separate quotes here, and then use plus, then data title, right? Data title plus h2, and also we going to use plus break. So all the titles from the data, that we separating the title and putting in h2, and then at the end we want to line break. Okay, so it looks better. Now same with snippet. Okay, snippet is the paragraph, you know, that's the title and then a bit of a description. Okay, so let's call the snippet, by the way, this title, as you can see, and there is a snippet there. Okay, so that's what I'm referring. Okay, so snippet equals to I can use this. Let's do the same thing here. Instead of typing, let me make it p. All right, p, and then we don't need break on this one. Okay, so now this one is snippet. Beautiful. Now let's get the URL as well, because we want to get the URL, embed the URL into this title so that we can make it clickable and people can click and go to the actual page and read more, right? So URL equals to, now what we need is we need to wrap it the anchor tag. Okay, so this anchor tag href will be, now keep in mind that I have used single quotes so that I could use double quotes inside. Okay, that's important, otherwise it doesn't work. Okay, so href https en, in fact we can copy this here from wiki.org. So English en.wikipedia.org/wiki/ so this is where people will actually land when they click on that link. Okay, so what I can do here, use this single quote, okay, then append the data.title variable, and then again use the plus sign and another single quote, okay, just so that we can escape the double quotes here. Then what I can do is I can also add the target blank, so people can still be in our application, but they can, when they click, the new window will pop up. Okay, so for that reason what I can do is here create another, and then let's say target equals to underscore blank, and we got this extra one here. Beautiful. It can get a bit confusing, that's why just pay close attention. All right, so this is the URL, begins with single quotes and then up to here single quotes, right, and then we have the data title variable, which is appended with another single quote, but inside the single quote we have this target blank. Okay, in fact we're not going to close this with anchor tag, we need more data to load. Okay, so just colon, all right, because it's not ended, we have to add more. So what I can do is variable URL, okay, that's that, and then what I can do is variable end URL. Now the end URL will be, okay, so all this we have to do because so that we can escape this single quotes and double quote, otherwise it's kind of get very difficult to work with. Okay, so that is what we've done here. All right, now and it starts here and here, and then we are ready for the output. Now the output, what we can do is you can do plus equals to URL plus title, which is this one, the data title, the actual title, then end URL, and as you can see this is how it is wrapped, because it gets kind of tricky, you know, get the URL, get the title, and wrap end with the URL. Okay, that's the trick we have to apply here. It can get a bit annoying, but that's how it is. Okay, so plus we give the snippet as well, and then we can add a horizontal line. So after each result there will be horizontal line, so it looks kind of separate result. Now we've got the output and we have formatted it so that we can see the link to the title, and all this drama we had to do for that, which is a bit annoying, but now we're ready to append this to the update div. Okay, so the update, now we can use this append method. Okay, append, what do we want to append? We want to append the output. Okay, awesome, let's give it a try. Refresh. Java. Okay, append is not a function. append, that's a spelling error. Okay, let's give it a try. Refresh. Cannot read property of search of undefined. Okay, so I was getting this error and I was thinking what is wrong, but what happened is actually it's working, because it takes some time to fetch the data. That's why we get to see that in the first place, but it's definitely working. As if you go down, as you can see that the result has been automatically populated. So it has the horizontal line break, we have the title that is clickable, and the snippet, so everything is working perfectly fine. Okay, so this is how I was investigating with the console, and I could see everything is working fine. Okay, so if you get rid of this one and let's refresh, we can see the live result here. Okay, so for example, Hello. Beautiful, right? How cool is that? Okay, so this is the core feature we added, and as a result we can see the live results straight from the Wikipedia. Now we have to add some more features such as article of the day, and we want to show the article of the day in this frame replacing this content. Okay, so those additional features we will add in the next video. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.